Salisbury Center, are you ready?
Keep stalling. Okay, we're good.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for our next fight. Making his way to the ring and fighting out of the red corner is Preston Csoka.
Actually, it's our first fight here tonight, Josh. Before we get going, I introduce you to Josh Francis joining me up here in the booth, everybody. TCB 34, Josh. Don't you like it when people come running up to you and go, "Hey, guess what you're doing tonight?"
Yeah. Last minute, great. Yeah, terrible at talking too.
They
So
got you dressed up.
yes,
Like,
yeah,
hey,
perfect.
let's do this, right? So tonight, were you supposed to be cornering a fight this evening?
No, but I'm always supporting my teammates
Awesome.
and back there to coach when they need it.
I always love to see the guys from Disciple. Disciple travels so well, especially during these TCB events. I love it when they're in the house because the place just explodes, right? You guys can't imagine. I always make fun of it because I'm like, Disciple must have a charter bus.
Yeah.
Because the charter bus must show up and everybody gets on it and they drive to the Salisbury Center.
We have this today, and tomorrow we have 3 guys fighting out in Richmond. So I'll be driving down there, supporting our guys as well, cornering. So
You guys travel so well.
Absolutely.
Coming out of the red corner tonight, Preston Csoka. He's only 16 years age. His dad fights in these, right? We've seen his dad about 1,000 times. He's 5'8". He's fighting out of Kaizen MMA, which is another well-traveled, a well-respected gym in the area.
absolutely. Big family out there.
Yeah, so the Kaizen guys are sitting up a 16-year-old. And, we start these fights off, Josh, a lot of times with younger kids. But, once they get in there, and he's been fighting such a long time, I think this might even be like his 3rd time.
Yes.
We start to see these kids up in here. He's really not a kid, right? He gets in there, and you can get the experience at 16 years old. By the time you get to 18, 19, 20 years old, you've got a lot of experience.
Absolutely.
Isato Takamatsu is also 16 years of age. He's 5'8", fighting out of TMA gym. These are all glory rules tonight. So, Josh, when we start talking about rules for this, you're going to have to come in here and help.
Absolutely.
This brother right here,
Yeah.
I'm used to doing the MMA, and I know this is my 34th TCB, and you think I'd get better at this.
Right. I was watching this kid backstage. He's quick, very quick. These kids are young, but they're coming out experienced. They're coming out of great schools, and it's nice to see these kids coming out so well adjusted.
Yeah, and prepared. You talk about 16 years old, but listen, when you get into the MMA fights, right, you get these 16-year-old kids in here and want to fight, and they get in and they don't really know what to expect. And then you get some kids in here in TCB, they've been fighting in their gym. They understand what's going to happen to them.
Yes, they've seen it all already.
Yeah, and so it's fun to watch them. And also when we start talking about, Josh, we start talking about MMA, this isn't one of those things where you can lay on somebody and get your breath. They're going to stand you up, right? So that we're not talking any ground and pound throughout the whole evening tonight.
No breaks.
So all TCB, they're going to stand you up, and we are going to fight. Now, we start talking about the glory rules. These kids also have shin guards on, bigger gloves, and the headgear tonight. No, I don't see any elbow guards on both of these kids.
And I love it. They're protecting what needs to be protected right now.
Yeah, I love that kind of stuff. Well, we're going to get Chris. Looks like we got some things going on here. We're going to make sure the rules are right before we get going here. Don't forget tonight, if you are at home and you want to make your way down here, we do have the after party out in the lobby. We'll have the bikini contest from the girls from the International Bikini Team. Our next, Josh, first day here. Our upcoming event here on August 12th is our Cagezilla 74, so make your plans to be here for that. Chris just trying to figure out what's going on with the judges here. Whenever you're ready, Chris, we're ready to rock and roll. I can tell you're happy. Let's rock.
Salisbury Center, this is an exhibition bout in the TCB 132-pound junior division. Starting out, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5'8" and weighing in at 130 pounds, fighting out of Kaizen MMA, it's Preston Csoka. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5'8" and weighing in at 132 pounds, fighting out of TMA Gym, it's Isato Takamatsu. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds, and your referee is 3 90-second rounds. And your referee is Lisa Farrar.
Lisa Farrar will be the referee for this event here. It's coming up 3 90-second rounds, which is a little bit different here in the exhibition event, Josh. And in an exhibition, nobody's going to win this thing, but we're also going to see some good fighting here. And I can tell you that both of these kids, even though knowing it's an exhibition, Josh, they don't want to get beat up.
No, definitely not.
So they in their brain, they're going to be like, I'm going to go back and watch this, and I'm going to win this thing.
Absolutely. Look at them coming out Coming out swinging already.
Like to see a lot of knees. Knees are legal in TCB here. So knees and high kicks are good, especially when they're wearing the shin guard. Sometimes they'll have to go back and have different rules, but this is the Glory Rules event here, 132.
This is what I'm talking about. These kids know what they're doing already. They got counters to everything. Coming out quick, strong, beautiful.
Tsoka fighting in the red headgear. Takamatsu fighting in the black headgear. Ooh, good kicks. This is a little bit different than Cagezilla because it gets a little bit quieter in here, right? Because the people are really focused. You know, as we get through the night, people start to get drinks.
Yes.
Things start to get a little more exciting.
A little more rowdy after a couple hours going.
Both fighters toe-to-toe right on top of the TCB logo. Tsoka has been here a few times already this year. We've seen him a couple of times. He's actually fought on the same card as his dad. Not sure if his dad's on the card or not. I have to take a look, but he definitely gets in here and gets it in with his dad sometimes on the card. One of those things, most people go to the beach. The Tsokas come out and come fighting.
Their vacation is the ring.
That's it. Ooh, good kick by Tsoka.
Beautiful.
Good first round for the exhibition here. Good start for TCB 34. If I'm Takamatsu, I feel like that I need to do a little bit more action. I think Tsoka came out and controlled the first round on that one.
Absolutely, absolutely. You definitely controlled the center of the ring.
There's a little bit different here, Josh, and I always talk to Charles about this, about fighters sitting down and not sitting down. Right off the bat here in the first fight, in the first round, and you see the folks from TMA Gym, you know what, they want their fighter to sit down. You know, I don't know, is that a fighter preference, a gym preference for you guys?
I tell my guys, I'm going to put the stool down, and you're not going to sit.
Okay.
Right? It's a mental warfare game for your opponent. I want them looking right in his eyes, see how tired he is, and smile at him. Right? It's absolutely a mental warfare game on that.
Yeah. Totally get it, and we talk about, you know, some of these guys, and you know what's funny is sometimes we'll get into some of these title fights that are, you know 5 rounds or 3 5-minute rounds, which is 15 minutes of fighting, and you get to the third round after being whooped, and you're like, all right, no, dude, I need to sit down.
Yes. So the other thing is with the leg kicks, you don't really want to sit down because then they really start to set in.
Yeah, that's a good point. We had never talked about that, right? Especially when we're in the TCB and everybody's trying to chop down the tree here.
Absolutely.
All right, coming out touching gloves right here. Round number 2. It's scheduled for 3 90-minute rounds. Right on top of the TCB logo. Takamatsu coming out a little bit stronger.
There you go.
Good left hand.
Controlling the center of the ring again. But he's dropping his hands a lot.
Yeah, got to get those hands up for me. Ooh, good kick.
Step in.
Yeah, good kick. Both kids in serious shape right here.
Yes.
Start to see a little bit of red marks on Tsoka, and as you see this, you know, it's definitely, you don't know how much damage it's done, but you can definitely tell where the kicks have landed. Ooh,
yes.
Good job by Takamatsu there. A little spinning backhand.
March forward. But he's not cutting off the ring too much. He's doing a lot of following Takamatsu.
Yeah.
So right here, I'd love to see him cut off the ring more instead of just following him where he's walking, where he's backing up. He can really back him to a corner.
Super focused right here. Both fighters right eye to eye as they start taking a look here. And I like to see this from young kids, right? Very focused, finding their spots, chin down. You're talking about hands drop. Woo. Good follow, though.
Beautiful work.
Yeah, a lot better that first
round.
Both
athletes.
Yeah, but a lot better for Takamatsu that round. You know, and it's tough as we start working through the night here, Josh, and you start talking about fighters and how the card's going to go. I am terrible at figuring out what these judges see, and I'm sure you guys go home and watch the tape of these things and go, what are you guys looking at?
It's not an easy job. I've judged one time, and I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Yeah. It's not an easy job.
I mean, to be able to pick through these, especially now. Listen, I get it when you start getting into the MMA stuff because it's really hard to see what's inside the throws and being on the ground and or the knees but here at TCB, you've really got to watch the shots, right, and watch the kicks. Did they land or were they blocked? Especially leg checks and things like those things.
And not even if maybe it landed, but he walked through it.
Yeah, right.
Did it really do damage?
Round number 3 coming up, this third and final round for this exhibition fight here. The 132-pounders here, Glory Rules. Preston Csoka will be fighting out of the red corner. Takamatsu fighting out of the blue corner. Here we go, third and final round. A little wet down there in the corner. Csoka trying to figure it out. Both fighters toe-to-toe right on top of the TCB logo. Ooh, good left hand. Oh, now we're fighting.
See, look at that. These good combos.
Now, ooh, good left hand. That would rock the headgear. Another good right hand.
Csoka pressing the action. Let's hope he didn't gas himself out already.
Oh, good left hand.
There we go.
Csoka landed a couple of lefts and rights there.
He's finding Takamatsu when he's stepping in.
A couple of good marks on the body here. See some of these shots have gone through. I think a lot of people, ooh, great right hand from Takamatsu. That really rocks Csoka good.
Seems Takamatsu's finding him on the inside, and Csoka's doing a very good job of finding him on the outside of that as he steps in.
Yeah, creating a little distance there with about 10 seconds left to go.
Good frame. He's using that good frame right there to push him off.
Yeah, good
Put him in the corner.
Good fight from both fellas.
Very good fight.
That's a great job for exhibition. You know, you come out, you're 16 years old, you probably wrestle in school, you may go out to your gym and fight. But until you get in here in the lights, Josh, and the cameras and the people, you know, as the crowd trickles in here, that this place is going to be full. It's all sold out tonight. So, you know, once everybody gets all their drinks and their food and you start coming in here, the pressure's on you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
The pressure's on you. This is what I call the little MGM.
And I love it. I started in Cagezilla. This was my first fights were in Cagezilla. It's eye-opening. It's definitely eye-opening. It's not a gym, you know. You're coming in under these big lights, and it can be scary. So to see these kids do so well and be so well adjusted is pretty cool.
I mean, you hear your name called, the music starts, you come bouncing out here, and this is the real deal. This isn't, hey, I'm fighting in the gym.
It feels like a real event.
No,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like the lights are all bright, and you're like, wait a minute, I've walked into little Las Vegas. All right, it looks like we got, we don't have results here because this is an exhibition fight. We'll throw it down to Chris Fuller, the ring announcer. Chris, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this was an exhibition bout, so we don't call a winner, but let's hear it for both these fighters putting on a great show.
Well, there you have it, our first exhibition fight this evening here. Preston Csoka and Isato Takamatsu. Great job, fellas. When we come back here at TCB 34, more fights to come. We got 13 left to go. Don't go anywhere if you're sitting home. Live from the Salisbury Center in Manassas, Virginia.
Like and subscribe to TCB.